Hello, my beautiful people. I feel like garbage. I just had a shower, got my ex-boyfriend's t-shirt on, getting all comfortable. So we're gonna do a yoga flow that I do when I feel like I do right now, which is not great. So grab your mat, grab some water if you need some, and we'll begin. So we're just gonna come down to the floor on your mat. Just rest our head down slowly, come down as slow as you can, slow as feels good for you. And here I want you to really ground your body down into the mat. Really pay attention to all the places, all the points where you can feel contact with the mat, the earth. Really try and lengthen up that spine and get as much of that spine as you can down onto the mat. You have to lift your bum up a little bit. Just really ground yourself here. I am on week 2 of a business and spiritual course that I'm doing right now. My teacher's name is Mami Onami. She's amazing. But I did one of the lessons and I really wanted to do yoga after I finished all my homework, but then the next lesson was like 100 minutes long. So I was like, I'm just gonna film a yoga video first and we can get back to work after. So you really feel all the points of contact. And when you're ready, we're just going to start by rotating around the ankles. You can go in the same direction, you can go in opposite directions. Rotate when you're ready. Just drawing attention to your breath as well. If your breaths are short, quick, maybe just taking a few deep breaths just to balance this out. Awesome. When you're ready, we're going to bring our knees up so our feet are flat on the floor. You might need to lengthen your spine here again, just picking your bum up or pushing the back of your head into the mat so you can move your shoulders away from your pelvis. Yeah, really lengthening the spine. And when we're ready, we're just going to take the right knee, just open it up towards the ground. I've had this realization recently, or I've just become very understanding of this fact. I was doing a YouTube yoga class. I love the Boho Beautiful videos. And I can't remember the teacher's name, but he said, you know, yoga and stretching is giving back to your body for everything that it does for you. And I feel like this is something you hear a lot from teachers. I'm just rotating the leg out now when you're ready, the knee out when you're ready, just for a few times. I feel like you do hear this with a lot of teachers, but it just really clicked with me. Maybe it was a week or 2 ago, moving on to the other side, just opening up that knee, that hip again. It just really resonated with me this time, and you know, I work long nights in the club wearing 7-inch heels and really reminding myself that yoga is not something that I have to do or that I should feel guilty for not doing, but rotating that leg around now. But it is something that is giving back to my body for everything it does for me. And even if I feel like my body is not well enough or fit enough or flexible enough, it still does all these things for me no matter what. It still tries its best to do so much for me, and it does everything for me. You know, I would not be able to work long nights and dance at, 4 or 5 in the morning if it wasn't for my body. So really getting back to it now. Placing our feet flat on the floor again. Pick up our right knee and just straighten and close it. You can match this up to your breath if you like. Inhaling as you straighten and exhaling as you close the knee. I don't want you to push really far today. Just go to the point where you feel the right amount of resistance, or even just the start of your resistance. We're not pushing forward today, we're just introducing gentle movement into the body. Because really, for me, really forcing myself to do yoga and like doing a deep yin stretch, or like getting into some strong hatha positions, if I'm stressed and feeling like shit already, it really does just put more strain on my body and my psyche. Like I will feel good for a little bit, but I find that these kinds of movements just make me feel so much better. Okay, we're gonna go into the other leg now, grabbing behind the knee, and just straightening and closing. My body has become so incredibly tight just from that neglect, not giving back to it. And my God, treating my body the way that I do, with all the other things that I do, I walk pretty much everywhere. I'm sitting down doing classes or reading a lot of the time. My phone a lot of the time. I'm dancing. I'm in heels, more than 20 hours a week. More than 25 sometimes, but it just becomes so incredibly tight. And when you feel so trapped in your body, this is your body screaming at you like, pay attention to me. One of my teachers always says, like, bring that knee down now. We're just going to place the right ankle on top of the left knee and just hold our pose here. If you want to push down, that's nice. And then we're going to just take that leg for a ride, just rotating our other leg from side to side. Yes, my teacher says, in relationships, it's very common for one person to feel unappreciated because, common line, and I've said this many a times, is like, you don't see all the little things that I do for you. Just so true in so many circumstances, especially in romantic relationships. But feeling this tense, this tightness, and even this frustration from everyday tasks just being a chore. Pull that knee into us now. It's your body saying, you don't appreciate all the little things I do for you. So really thinking about this concept before we get onto our mats, and not thinking it as something of like, oh, I should be doing this thing. And when you go into getting on your mat with that mindset, then you're really able, switching sides now, to really, oh my God, I lost my train of thought, just got, no, but when you're really able to have that mindset, like you can come to the mat without a plan and just really see how your body feels and where your body needs the most attention. And a lot of the time it isn't like some crazy yin to get yourself more flexible. A lot of the time it's just easy movements like this, taking that knee, that ankle, that whole leg, for a ride again. It's really just, I try to get too much out at once, and My mind's like, you just shut the fuck up and just focus on what you're doing. But no, a lot of the time it is just really simple movements like this. Bringing that knee into the chest. Oh, this head's very tight on me. And this way as well, you are less frustrated with your body trying to do like some crazy class that you said you do every day, which I've done so many times. I want to do this class every single day so I can, you know, get into the most flattest split ever. But yeah, a lot of the time my body just craves movements like this, and it really does love me for it. Okay, I'm just gonna grab those knees. You can grab it if you want to, or just rotate them in. Whatever way feels good for you. Beautiful, beautiful. I'd like to counteract this just with some glute bridge circles. And if there's any other movements that come to you during this sequence as we go through the body, please explore them. Explore your body. Okay. Gonna allow legs flat again. Really feel that contact with the mat once more. We're gonna raise our right arm above our head. And what we're gonna do in this move is we're gonna move our shoulder. Imagine moving our shoulder away from our pelvis. Holding that and release. Do that a few times. Release. Feeling that like everything open up there and things start moving and flowing again. That's how I feel when I do this. One more time. And I'm sorry, I know lighting has been a really big issue in my videos, but I'm working on it. Like all my lighting's on this side, so I should have faced the camera the other way. But I like to be able to see my whole space when I'm filming. I don't want to be looking at the wall, it just helps me think. If you're into human design, you will know all about the mountains environment or all about environments. So yeah, I just feel like I think the best this way. Going to the other side now, we're going to lift our left arm away from our left hip bone and release. Like I said, you can link these to movement, but if you're feeling like garbage and just thinking about that stresses you out, that is totally fine. Drop our arm by our sides again. Just gonna really press into the mat again once more. I'm gonna lift both arms above my chest, above your chest. And I just like to massage my shoulder blades into the ground, just picking up one shoulder blade at a time, kind of making it a fluid movement. You can pull up the other arm with your fingers like this. Just adding that extra stretch to the arms. Beautiful. Roll up slowly or as quickly as you'd like. I'm gonna face the side because I'm not wearing any pants right now. But just this t-shirt, so come to a seated position. Whatever seated position is comfortable for you. We're just gonna start rolling up the neck. Go the other way. and we're just gonna end with a little cat-cow child's pose flow. My body really wasn't asking for much today. It was just like, loosen me up, because you've literally been standing straight for so long. Give me some movement. And like, you know, obviously if I'm twerking, my ass is like this the whole time, so it's like, give me some counteractive movement, please, for the love of God, Carly. So yeah, we're just gonna come into some cat-cow. You're gonna come all the way into a cobra and child's pose flow. Actually, that is what my body wants today, so I'm just going to do that. But whatever flowing movement feels good for you, really experiment if you need to. Although your body will let you know pretty quickly what it wants. You spend more time in one position. Just coming down, resting. Great. Now what I like to do after I'm finished my yoga is I just lie for like 5 minutes on my acupuncture mat, but I usually do it without a shirt on, so I'm not gonna do that. But if you guys want to spend 5 minutes meditation, 5 minutes on your little acupressure mat, that's great as well. But thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you feel a little bit better, because I know I do. Bye.